Dear G, Tom and Carrie, I am back from Austria. Um, we need to talk about something. Yeah. Um, Back in November, I briefly mentioned this in my Why I'm Busy video. I'm actually working on a play that I will be directing next year and putting on next year, which is called The Story of Wendy and Jill. And a bit later in December, I mentioned this again in the one where I vlog again. Went to Newport, went to a pub where we started a read through for the play that I'll be directing next year, which is Wendy. Um, it's now April, and I haven't told you anything really about the story of Wendy and Jill. This is a play that I'm doing at the moment. It was written by the incredible Ollie Fry, who you all know because you've seen him in previous Henry vlogs. So he wrote it all. This is the story. Here we go. Wendy Darling, several years after her adventures in Neverland, plucks up the courage and remembers what happened there and why she was denied a happily ever after with Peter. But her version of events are challenged by Hook, who remembers what happened a little differently. Containing the colourful characters you know and love, a 6-foot-long crocodile, and a dark twist on a popular story, this show is a must-see. So, just to make that a bit more clear, basically Wendy is looking back on Neverland, and Hook kind of gets in the way and tells her she's doing it wrong. So, yeah, Ollie told me that he'd written this, and straight away I was like, Ollie, I want to be part of it. So I teamed up with him. I'm now his assistant director, and I helped him cast the show, and trust me, it is an awesome cast. I'm going to go through all of them now because they all deserve a special mention. But of course, towards the date, I will do one of my videos where you get to meet them all. So let's do it. The first one is Maureen Sullivan. She is playing Old Wendy. You've seen her before in my vlogs from Henry. She is just an incredible actress, part of the Apollo Players and the IWSC. And yeah, we were so lucky to get her in this show. Playing young Wendy is Mia Harris, who has done lots of theatre work on the island. She's done stuff at the Apollo Theatre. So she's a really cool actress. She's just awesome. And when we were auditioning her, she had very similar answers to Maureen about some of the questions we asked. And it just worked so perfectly that they were the Wendys. Ollie Fry, the writer, I basically forced him to be Hook. He's got a one-man show where he plays himself, but from the perspective of Captain Hook. And I told him that I'm not doing it unless he's Hook, and he finally agreed. And he is just a really cool Hook. He plays it so well. It's so dark and twisted, just how Hook should be. Peter Pan himself will be played by James Gasper. You've seen him from IWSC. He was in As You Like It, which you saw earlier in January. He is a great actor. So yeah, great to have him on board. And he kind of gets that little pixie-like, but a little bit twisted and confused Peter across really well. So delighted to have him. Then, of course, Peter Pan, or The Story of Wendy and Jill, would not be complete without the Lost Boys. I am playing Slightly, who is he thinks he's the leader of the Lost Boys. He's a very, like, here we go, lads. He's a very Cockney type kind of guy. He's quite a fun character to play. As soon as I read the script, I knew that he was the one I wanted to play, because he was always my favourite. Then there's one called Tootles, who has a bit of a stammer. He knows what's going on up here. He's got it. He just doesn't know how to tell people he's got it. We've got Michael Mullen playing him. So you saw he directed As You Like It. He's been in other IWSC stuff. He's part of the White Strollers. He's a great actor. So yeah, we got him as my second in command. But really, he's more in charge of me. Then we've got Niall Hall, who was in As You Like It. He's a good actor. I love working alongside him because he just makes me laugh. He's playing like a Sherlock Holmesy type Lost Boy. Very matter of fact, a complete and utter genius as a character, but yeah, he's a fun character. Then we have Ches and Joel, who are playing the twins. They're going to be dressed as penguins. It's the most adorable thing ever. They're actually twins in real life, and they're playing the twins, which just makes it perfect. They say all their lines in unison, and they're just awesome characters, awesome actors. Then we move on to the Darling Brothers. Obviously, everyone knows John and Michael in the film. There's Michael with his little teddy bear and John with his top hat and stuff. Yeah, so we got them still. They're a bit different. We got John, played by Jamie Stinton, who is just an absolutely incredible actor. I don't think he's done much outside of his school, but what he has done is awesome. And the way he plays John, he really gets across that younger brother who wants to be the older brother to Wendy. And yeah, he just plays the part so well. And then little Michael, we've got played by Eb Phillips, who you may remember was in Oliver, which has just happened on the island just last year. He is the most incredible actor, especially for his age. He's a genius, and he plays Michael so well that I'm a little bit jealous of the skill, not gonna lie. Then we have Georgia Pragnell, who you've all seen in As You Like It. Well, she directed it. You've seen her in other IWSC stuff, and you've seen her in my videos, and she's just awesome in general. We got her playing Tinkerbell, who is a non-speaking part, all kind of expressed through dance, and Georgia's a great dancer, so I'm very excited to have her on board. We also then have Zoe Divers, who's done loads of awesome work. She was the female lead in Santa Claus the Panto at Trinity Theatre, which I went to watch. She's also just been cast as the female lead in One Man, Two Governors. She is incredible. She is playing Tiger Lily, another non-speaking part, but like Ollie's favourite character of the whole show. So that will be awesome. We then have Debbie Viney playing Mrs. Darling. Oh my god, I didn't know of Debbie beforehand. This was all Ollie's doing. And thank God it was, because she plays the part so well. It's like she was made for the part. The way she interacts with the children, Jamie, Eb, and Mia, is just so beautifully done, and it's awesome. We then have Ed Nash, Andrew Butcher, Rebecca Sally, and Olivia Garner as pirates of the pirate ship, and they, oh my god, they are awesome. They're so cool, the way they kind of interact as pirates, and they all have their own little characteristics, and they're just so good. They work with Ollie Hook so well, and it's just awesome. They're great, so great. Then we also have the voices of the legend that is Rob Thompson. He's playing the voice of Mr. Darling. That's what I really need to say. We've also got the voice of Patrick Barry, who you know from basically any theatre company on the island, because he's always just there doing whatever he can. He's a brilliant actor. He's playing the voice of the Vicar. So that's our cast. It's a fairly big cast, actually. I didn't realise how big it was then. But yeah, it's awesome. They're so good. But that's not it, because we also have our very own original score, which has been composed by Lorna Brownsword. Oh, is it Brownsword or Brownsword? Shit. By Lorna. Yeah, so she's composed it. She's also going to be playing it live with Dana and Harriet, who are all students or graduates from the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama. So that's awesome. We've got live music on the night, completely original. It's going to be great. Our design and set and photographer, all of that stuff is by John Habens, who is just an incredible artist and completely awesome. So lucky that he agreed to kind of work with us. The costume design was all done by Ollie's sister Hannah, and I've seen it. It's awesome. I love my costume, and I love everyone else's costume. Everyone just looks the part. Something else that I probably should mention is the whole show is being supported by the Great Ormond Street Hospital Children's Charity. and our proceeds will be going towards them. Such a brilliant charity. We have a Just Giving page. I'll put the link in the description. If you can just donate all you can, it would be awesome. Or come along, buy a ticket. That will also go towards it. So where is it being performed? I'm going to chuck a poster up here. It might have been up here for the whole thing. It might not have done. But yeah, the dates are the 16th and the 17th. There's 2 shows on the 16th. They are 2:30 and 7:30, I believe. I will make sure I know, and it will all be on the links anyway. And then there's one on the 17th, which is also in the evening. I think that's another 7:30, but I'll have to check with that. All our social media is in the description, so you can find our Twitter page and our Facebook event. And also links and how to get tickets. There's all be down there. Please buy a ticket. It helps a great charity, and well, we need an audience to perform this incredible show too. So thank you so much for listening. It's so good to be back here with you guys. There's links to anything that I've kind of mentioned up on the eye up there, or down in the description, whatever. Just please come and watch the show. I'll be so grateful. It's such a great cast that need a great audience. Thank you very much. See you next week.
Dear Tom, Jean, Carrie, this is Celebrity Tweets, playing today.